twisted love triangle that ends in murder. When a scorned lover finds her ex with someone else, she shoots the other girl while in bed. After that, she calls for this same ex and her brother to help move the body more than 100 miles from the crime scene. At some point during all of this, she turns to her brother and says 3 chilling words: "We killed someone."
Y'all, when I look at this story, I will always say it is never worth it. Never worth your freedom, never worth your life, never worth ruining the lives of other people around you. It's better to just walk away, live to see another day. This story is a very sad story, as all of them are, and it's just unfortunate for all parties involved. And yeah, I mean, let's see what happened here. Let's see why she did it. Let's see what happened here, y'all.
It's a twisted love triangle that ends in murder. When a scorned lover finds her ex with someone else, she shoots the other girl while in bed. After that, she calls for this same ex and her brother to help move the body more than 100 miles from the crime scene. At some point during all of this, she turns to her brother and says 3 chilling words: "We killed someone." Today's story is another super upsetting one about a life cut far too short, and it takes us to Sacramento, California in 2021. That's where 19-year-old Leilani Marie Beecham went to a Halloween party, enjoyed the evening with a couple of her friends. When things started to wind down, Leilani decided to leave with Juan Pera Peralta. He's actually an Air Force airman. So Juan takes Leilani back to his home in nearby Fairfield, California. He shares this home with another airman. But it's not the roommate that meets them back at home. It's actually Juan's ex-girlfriend, 24-year-old Jessica Quintanilla, who becomes one of the defendants we're going to talk about today. So Jessica says she and Juan broke up the night before. She says Juan confronted her and there was some sort of argument and the gun accidentally went off. But that's not at all what prosecutors say. They say Jessica actually stormed into Juan's home and found him in bed next to Leilani. After that, she purposely pulled the trigger, shooting and killing Leilani. Here's where Jessica's brother gets involved. That's 30-year-old Marco Quintanilla. Marco later testified that Jessica told him, quote, "We killed someone." But he says he thought that was a joke. Even so, Marco helped Jessica carry out Leilani's body.
Hold on, when you say we, why are you saying we when you pulled the trigger? What do I have to do with it? Like, was he there? Was he the getaway driver? Like, what do you mean we killed somebody? That doesn't make sense to me.
But so too did Juan. Juan was actually later granted immunity in exchange for his testimony. And according to that testimony, he says Jessica forced him to help move the body. Here's what he testified, quote, "She told me she would kill me if I said anything." So Leilani's body was then moved about 130 miles south of the crime scene to Salinas, California. But during all this, Leilani is reported missing on October 30th because she disappeared after the Halloween party. It's the next day on October 31st when investigators find Leilani's body in Salinas. It had been wrapped up in a blanket along a hillside. A day after that, now we're on November 1st, Jessica, her brother Marco, and Juan are all arrested. Now, as we said, Juan received immunity in this case, but Jessica was charged with murder and her brother Marco faced an accessory charge. All this happened back in 2021, but the case finally went to trial in November of 2024. It was a 5-week-long trial, and jurors took 3 days to deliberate. Quite a while that they were deliberating, but they came back with a guilty verdict. Just this month, Jessica was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison, and her brother was sentenced to 4 years. All right, here we are with former prosecutor Melba Pearson. And Melba, I wanted to talk to you specifically today because of your history as a prosecutor. With a case like this, how do you even begin? I know it's salacious right from the start because we have a love triangle and a murder of a very young girl.
Yeah, so thank you for that question. And this is definitely a tragic situation all around. You have a beautiful young person who was cut down in the prime of her life as a result of jealousy. So, where you start as a
Facts.
prosecutor is, first of all, you've got to put the emotion to the side. You know, as tragic as it is, you have to focus on what the evidence is. And in this situation, the prosecutor was quite fortunate to be able to flip or have some of the people that were involved in this horrible homicide testify against the other.
Listen, again, when she went to her brother and said, "We killed somebody," no, kill somebody. Don't put me in nothing. And the fact that her brother was, I don't say dumb enough to help her move the body, but bro, if she ever asked me, "Hey, let's move this body," I'll probably smack her upside the head, knock her out, or choke her out and call the cops. Be like, "Bro, what is wrong with you? I'm not finna help you move a body," or just flat out just not do it at all, honestly, and just keep my mouth shut like I ain't see nothing. But I'm not getting involved because now her brother has 4 years in jail for helping her move a body. Never worth your freedom. And just like the other young lady just said, you did all this based off of jealousy. He broke up with you the night before. You went and saw his ex-girlfriend in his bed, whatever. Walk away, live to fight another day. Now you have 25 years to life in jail. And guess what? At some point in jail, you will get over this breakup. You will get over, whatever you were feeling in that moment that made you do that, right? Eventually you'll get over that. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, but you will get over that. But taking somebody's life, now you'll get over it in jail, but now you have 25 years to life in jail. Go away your whole life. So once you get over it, you're still locked up. And now you're coming back to your senses and it's like, I'm over this breakup, but now I'm here in jail for the rest of my life. Yeah, wasn't even worth it. Wasn't worth it, man. I hate situations like this. And I encourage young people or just people in general just to think every decision that you make in life matters. Make sure y'all are thinking before y'all make rational decisions based off of what you're feeling in that moment, based off of emotion. It's not worth it. RIP to the ones involved. I mean, honestly, I feel sorry for her. Even though she did what she did, I feel sorry because it's like, I don't know. It sucks. Stories like this always suck, man. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Obviously, she was wrong in this situation. Are you able to handle your emotions? Let me know what y'all thoughts are on this situation. Make sure y'all continue to like my videos. Make sure y'all continue to subscribe to my channel. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.